Hey guys, this is Arthur and welcome to my YouTube channel, Making Money Arthur. And in today's video, I'm going to share or kind of like a tutorial on how to create YouTube thumbnails. And if you make videos on YouTube, you know how thumbnails are really important in the video creation process. The thumbnail is what is one of the elements that makes up your click through rate, and the second one is your thumbnail, and the second one is your title. And when someone is scrolling through your home feed, what they see is the thumbnail and the title. So the thumbnail and the title is important to first captivate the viewer or someone scrolling through the home feed, to make them curious and click on a video. Or if someone is searching through, you'll have searching on the YouTube search, you'll see that you'll have like many videos pop up, and if your thumbnail doesn't stand out from the rest, it's hard to be found. So if you want to improve your click-through rate, you have to first make a captivating, eye-catching thumbnail, and also your titles should be searchable and also create curiosity on the mind of the viewer. So before we start, I'll first go through like the thought process, or let's say different ways to think about your thumbnail, because different videos use different thumbnails. For example, let's say you want to, let's say your let's say F1 driver. So the best thumbnail to use is something that shows action. And let's say if you're, let's say like opera, your thumbnail should show emotion. So let's say, let me go through a bunch of ways to think about thumbnails. For example, you have, like, as I said, an action thumbnail. Let's go to, let's say, just a moment, YouTube. Just a moment as it loads. Let's say Mark Rober. As you can see, his thumbnails show action. Just a moment, my internet is a little bit slow. As you can see, liquid sand, hot tub, and it shows exactly that. And Shark Attack test, as you can see, and car versus world's strongest trampoline. As you can see, once you see the thumbnail, you think about them dropping the car, the thumbnail, and you're curious to see what happens. So that's action. And again, a different type is you can use text on your thumbnails. Let's say a video like Eagle, don't know, let's say Eagle legal, I don't know if that's the legal. Don't know if that's our legal eagle. No. As you can see, he uses text on his thumbnails, and the key to using text on your thumbnails is it must be readable, because if most people browse or watch videos on YouTube via their smartphones, so if your thumbnail or text is invisible, you can see they won't be able to read. And again, if you click a video, then on the suggested part of the video you're watching on a phone, it's really small. So when you create, you have to zoom in and out and see if you can read the thumbnail or the text on the thumbnail. And one tip is for the as you can see, he doesn't repeat the title on the thumbnail, because that doesn't serve you well. You have to add a different type of, let's say, to describe the content, and again to intrigue and make the person scrolling through want to click on your video. That's okay. A different one is you can also use close-ups faces that show strong emotions. As you can see, we'll just use the same channel, Legal Eagle. As you can see, it's a close-up of his face, and real lawyer reacts to legally blonde. As you can see, emotions, and a close-up of his face. Another one is, let's say, a verses. You can do verses. Again, we'll just use the same legal. As you can see, something like this. Let's say Avengers versus the Legal Eagle guy. Again, so another one. You can do a versus, let's say Trump versus Biden, let's say in a debate kind of thing. And again, another one is something that, let's say, shows what the final product, like the value proposition, what the video actually does or provide to the viewer. Let's say if they were to create, let's say, like a DIY, let's say drawing, how to draw, then you can show like the last product. Let's say for this video, I can the thumbnail that we will create, I can use it as the thumbnail to show what we will be designing or the final product. So you can use different types of softwares, but in this case I'll be using Gimp. And you can use Photopea. You can also use Canva. Canva is an online software. You don't have to download it onto your computer. And you can use Photoshop, and you can just Google photo editing softwares and you'll see, and just experiment with what you like and which one is easier and convenient for you. But in this case, I'll be using Gimp. So in this, we'll be designing, let's say, first of all, before you design, you have to know the guidelines of what is required, the minimum requirement for the thumbnail. So the minimum requirement for thumbnail is 1280 by 720 pixels. So just come to new, then 1280 by 720, then advanced, then just add fill, then transparency, then just click OK. So just let's zoom it a little bit down so we can see. So this is the 1280 by 720 is the minimum requirement. So 1280 by 720. So if the video won't be too long, we'll create 2 thumbnails, but if it goes on, I'll just create a separate video creating the second thumbnail. So today we're going to create a thumbnail on the, let's say, finance niche. So I downloaded a bunch what I'll be needing to design, but you can just come to Pixar. You can use Pixabay to get your images, royalty free images. Again, you can use pixels. Just a moment. You can use pixels, or in this case where I downloaded this, I used Pixabay, but yeah, you can use pixels, Unsplash. You can just Google royalty free images websites and you'll get a list, and just look for what you want. But so if you're not familiar with kind of like the Gimp UI, this is where you get your toolbar. Again, another toolbar, and this is kind of like your menu or your navigations. So let's begin. So we're going to first import the background. If you want to follow along, I'll put a link in the description below where I found the images. So let's use, sorry, my internet is a little bit slow. So open with Gimp. So this is what we'll be using as the background. Then I'll just copy, then edit, then paste as a new layer. Then you can just size it down. As you can see, on the length it's perfect, but on the width it's a little bit bigger. So we're going just to go to layers, then layer to image size, then perfect. Then we're going to add the image. So what, just to follow along, let me show you what we will be creating. Just a moment. Sorry. So open with Gimp. So we will be creating something like this thumbnail. So just follow along. As you can see, we just added the background, then we're going to add his face. Then as you copied, you can just close it. Then again, let's add, open with Gimp. So as you can see, if your image doesn't has, let's say, a background, you can just Google how to remove, but you can just come, then you can select, just a moment, this tool, just no, if yeah, as you can see, just select this tool, the fuzzy select tool, then just click. Then as you can see, it selects the image. Then you can just hit delete. Then the background will be deleted. Or if you want to do it another way, you can just come, then just go to this layer, the one you want to remove the background, then just right click, then alpha select, then you can select, then invert, then just press, just then invert, then press, just a moment, then just hit delete. Then so let's copy again, hit edit, then paste as a new layer. Sorry about that. Go to select, no, let's the best image, then edit, copy, let's delete this layer, then just paste as new layer. So as you can see, let's grab the move tool, then you can move it, just move, then let's scale the image to make it bigger, then just scale, then grab the move tool, just position it where you want it to be. So I think that looks good. boom. Then again, layer to image size. Then as you can see, it looks funny with these sharp edges. So we are going to cut out the edges. Then just go to the path tool. Then let's just zoom to 100. Then just make like a curve to make the edges a bit rounded. So we're going to begin sit there. Boom. Then just come outside, then hit the control, then just click to join, then just press enter, then delete. So let's see, see how it looks. Let's do it again. It isn't perfect. Just undo, then the path tool. Then let's just begin from here. Boom. Then control, enter, then delete. Again, let's see. So a little bit better. Again, let's do it on the other side. Let's zoom. Then let's again from there. No, just a moment. Let's say from there to make it a little bit rounded. Then just control, join, enter, delete. Then let's see how it looks. It's a little bit crooked, but if you're a bit of a if you're a perfectionist, you can just go and try it again, but we'll just leave it at that. So select, then none. So it kind of looks funny, but let's see. You can see it's funny. The image is funny because it looks like the body. Here's the body of a the body looks like a kid, then the head looks bigger than the body. So but yeah, let's just continue. Then you can position it again, but what you're going to do is add this white outline. So what you do is just go to the layer, then check if you added. If you don't have an alpha selection, just click. Then let's say if it was like this, sorry, do. Then if you haven't added alpha selection, just go and add. Then alpha channel, then we're going to create a new layer. Just create a new layer, then boom, then you're just going to grow the new layer, select, then grow, let's say 7 is good. Then you can see the foreground, the background, so let's change it to white, then okay, then just go to edit, fill the background, the foreground with white, but the reason it appears to be white, the image it has disappeared, is because it's in front of the layer with the image. So we're just going to drop the just move the layer below this one, so boom, as you can see, then select the none. As you can see, it looks good. So let's move on. As you can see, it looks good, but let's merge these two layers, then merge down so we can move the two layers easily. Then move it to where you want it to be. Then what to do, let's save it. Let's say practice YouTube vid thumbnail. So as you can see, we're making progress. So again, let me just show you, if you want to add like a glowing beam around the main subjects, let me just show you, but we'll just undo, but I'll just show you if you want to add again. Just go to this layer, then create a new layer. Then once you do that, just go to this layer, right click, then add alpha selection, then create a new layer, then just hit OK, then go to select, grow again by 7, then no, let's do it by around 10, grow to 10. Okay, so as you can see 10, we'll just use like, let's say, a yellowish color. So again, just come, then fill with background, then just move the layer below this layer. As you can see, select none. As you can see, another layer has been added, but what we're going to do is add like an effect. Then just going to come to colors. Just go to filter, then blur. Then we're going to use Gaussian blur. Then just adjust. Then you can see how it changes. So just do it how you want. As you can see, you can add the glow. Then just press OK. But in this case, let me just show you. Let's say if the background color was, because it kind of blends with the background, let's say red, edit, then fill the background. So we have to undo. Let's say fill thread, then just move it, then select none, then just go to filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and just adjust. As you can see, so just play around with it, but in this case we won't be adding the glow, but if you wanted to add, that's how you do it. So I'm just going to delete this layer. So let's move on and add this yellow, kind of like a stripe background. So what to do is you add a new layer. Okay, then we're going to fill it with the yellow color. Then just fill, then what you're going to do is just cut it, just grab the parts tool, then we're going to create like a stripe effect. So let me just see. So let's begin, then just go over here, just go around outside, then control and then click, then just press enter, then delete. So that's how you do it. Then select none. So as you can see, the first design, then let's do it at the top. So the parts tool, then let's just put it, let me see, around there, then there. So these two, just try and make them parallel with each other. So you can just adjust and see, just eyeball it. I think that's perfect. Then just go around, then just control, then just click, then press enter, then delete. So as you can see, we're almost done with, then just the move tool, then select, then none. So as you can see, we're halfway there. So let's just save. Then what we're going to do next is add the text to the thumbnail. If you want to view the full screen without the toolbars, just press the tab button just a moment and you can just preview it. And again, if you want the toolbars to appear again, just press the toolbar button again. Then as you can see, it's coming out really nicely. Then to add the text, just go to the tools bar, then the tools, then the font color, going to use white. So again, depending on the font you want to use, you're going to be using just a moment. You can use the Hammersmith or the Montesrant, but let's just use the key with using text must be visible to, let's say, the smallest. Make sure you can read it when it's this small, because in the suggested videos on your mobile phone, it's most probably an estimate of this size, so make sure it's visible in that size. So we're just going to use this font, but if you like a different font, you can just download it. Then let me just show you an example. Sorry for that. Just go to Google fonts, sorry, my internet is a little bit slow, but don't know why my browser is doing this, like a glitch. But as you can see, the different types of fonts, so you can just come and look for your style of font, what you like. So sorry, just go looking for font you like. Then let's say you like this font, Rubik. You're just going to click the Rubik. Then if you select the style you want, as you can see, light 300 light. Then if you want the whole thing, you can just come download the family. But if you want a specific style, you can just select the style, then you can download it. Then once you download it, it will be in form of a zip file. Once you extract the zip file, if you want to add the font to Gimp, just go to edit, then preference, Sorry, my laptop is a little bit slow. Then just go to folders, then fonts, then just go to this on your laptop, the users. Let me just show you. Let's say it's C, local drive C, then users, then author, then app data, go to app data. If you want to on your laptop, you can add it over here, or if you want it to be added specifically to Gimp, you can just go over here, then users, then just app data, then roaming, then Gimp, again, the fonts, then the TTF, the folder you extracted will have this extension of that particular font. Then you can just copy from the folder, then just come and paste it over here. Then once you're done, okay, then you can just come, then go to, let's say, kind of like refresh. Then once you come, the font, you'll get it. So that's how you add a font to Gimp. So let's add this Bitcoin price prediction 2021. So just go to the text tool, then just click, then bit. In this case, I guess I used the Hammersmith. The Hammersmith. Just delete that. Then just search Hammersmith 1. Can't seem to get it. Just look it for manually. Hammersmith 1. Then let's just caps, then Bitcoin price. So we're going to add each line in a different, let's just Control A to select, then bold, then just increase the size a little bit to make it visible. I think that looks good. Then just let's reduce the spaces in between. So I think That looks good. 104. Then just move the font there. Think there. Then let's do the same. Prediction. Just Control A, and 104. Then let's make it bold, then reduce the spaces around there. You know what we used? -4 there. Boom. Then the move tool, just use your eyes and eyeball the center, but also you can use the guidelines. You can just add the guidelines to make you, to help you align. Then just eyeball it. Then think that's perfect. Then just let's add a little bit space. Then let's add 2021. Then again select bold 104. Then -4. Boom. Then grab the move tool, think that's perfect. Let's see how it looks. As you can see, it looks amazing. Then we'll add this black outline again. What we did, the same. So to make it much easier, you can just merge these three together. Just go to merge down, then merge down, as you can see. So it will be easier to work with. So go to the layer, then add alpha selection, then new layer. Okay, then select grow by let's say 7. Okay, 7 looks amazing. Then again fill the background, the foreground with black, then edit, fill the foreground with black. So again move this layer beneath the other layer. As you can see, select none. As you can see, perfect. Then let's add like a shadow underneath it. Again, let's merge these two together. Merge down, then create, add alpha selection, then add a new layer, then let's say grow again, but let's say 5, press OK, then fill the foreground with black. Then we're going to move this a little bit down, right there, then move, select none, then move it down, moved it too much, but let's so you know what, let's do it another way. It's just create new layer, then let's fill it, then let's move it down a little bit, right there, then move it down, you can offset, then select none. Then what to do is let's add this filter, you can see perfect. Then as you can see the shadow. So again, save, then merge these two layers together, so that looks awesome. Then merge down to make it all visible. Then what we're going to do is tilt the font just a little bit, go to the rotation, then let's choose the angle, let's choose how we want to rotate it. Think that looks awesome. Then just let's align, let's move it a little bit right there. Then layer to image size, save, then let's zoom and make the image smaller. As you can see, you can read it again, readable. So but as you can see, you notice the background is a little bit purplish, but this one is bluish. What you can do is just come to colors, then curves, then the blue, then just play with it. Can play with it. Then just a moment. What to do is just come then add this top layer, new from visible. Then this just, if you make any changes and you don't want it to appear, just come and remove the visibility. Then go to colors, the curves, then blue. Display, as you can see, it's again blue. You can just play with it. At the red. Just come play with the colors, as you can see. Okay, if you don't want it to appear with that bluish color, you can just remove the visibility of the layer. Then I think we're just going to leave it at that. So if you don't want it to appear bluish, you can just come, file, then export. You're already done. It's a layer. Let's merge. So let's first see it. Tab. Say 60. As you can see, crisp. It looks amazing. Then let's just zoom it down and see if you can read it. Bitcoin price prediction 2021. Let's see, Bitcoin price prediction 2021. But so it's just 50. So we're all set. So what I'll do is, in the next video I'm going to create a different video where I'll create a different type of thumbnail, so you can get different senses of how you create. But I try to merge all the most, not all, of what you'll be doing, cause if it's like a versus thumbnail, you just crop the subject and just add the different subjects on either side. Then the text, I already showed you the outline if you want it to be more visible, the background to cut out different styles. So it's just about your creativity and also getting inspiration from other people. So you can just go and study different people in your let's say different people in your niche, and see what the people or the viewers in your niche are used to, the kind of style they're used to. So just if you get a sense of what they like, just try and make it better and experiment with different types of thumbnails to see which improves your click-through rate. So let's just export as practice, then just select the name, then export. Then you can just compression level, you can just compress without leaving to make the size of the thumbnail smaller, but let's say 9 is good. So when you compress, the quality will still be pretty good. So just export and boom. Now you can just go and add it to your YouTube video. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Make Money Arthur, and till next time, bye.